A track too tough to tame, a rear tire changer goes up in flames. And some of those empty seats for the silly season got their names. All that and more on Too Fast Exiting.
Hey everyone, I'm Ash and this is Jimmy and you are watching Too Fast Exiting. We're going over our news and rumors, our Darlington recap, our Kansas preview, the weather for Kansas, and of course, our picks. Starting off with our news and rumors. Bob Pockris tweets, Joe Gibbs Racing officially announces it has signed Denny Hamlin to a multi-year contract extension. Hamlin has said, I'm excited to finally announce this so we can put all of our focus on chasing the championship. This should also mean that 2311 will be sticking with Toyota.
Okay, yeah. Along with those lines, I think Denny Hamlin is all but stated that, 2311 will be sticking with Toyota, at least for one more year until their contract runs out. They got one more year on the contract. They're going to at least finish that out.
Sounds good to me. We also have John Hunter Nemechek. He announced he will be driving the 42 car for the Legacy Motor Club. Legacy tweeted this image. Ta-da! And Jordan Bianchi of The Athletic tweets, Harrison Burton is expected to return to Wood Brothers Racing in 2024. There's an announcement expected soon.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say this about the John Hunter Nemechek thing. I guess we have to deal with him. He always looks surprised. I want to like the guy. I like Front Row Joe, his dad, Joe Nemechek.
Yeah.
I like Joe Nemechek a lot. I just don't. Something about John Hunter Nemechek. He always looks surprised. Like, you won the race. Yeah, you're going to get interviewed. It's rain delay. Somebody walks up to you with a camera. You're probably about to get interviewed. But he always looks surprised. I guess it's because he got those bug eyes.
Right.
Dean, sorry about the bug eyes thing. I'll be in my office.
Well, it bothers me. And Harrison Burton, I'm just going to say, I don't know. I don't think he was ready to move up when they moved him up. I think they should have just kept Matty D in the seat.
Of course you think that.
I do think that, Harrison Burton was a step back. They thought it was going to be a work in progress. I believe his ceiling, the best he can get, my belief, is to have a career trajectory that is on the same level, if not a little bit less, than Eric Almirola.
Okay.
I could see him as a driver that gets, eventually, at his best, gets one win every 2 or 3 years.
Wow, you're rough.
I'm just honest.
That's rough.
It was a seat that shouldn't have been took.
Okay. We know where his allegiance lies.
Yeah. All right.
All right, now we move on to our Darlington recap. What you got?
All right, into stage 1. Bubba Wallace spins. Boom. The try too tough to tame. But it was, if you're going to spin out, good spot to spin out.
Yeah,
good time to spin out. He collected Logano a little bit, messed up his toe link a little bit, but he somewhat rebounded. I don't know. And then Denny Hamlin, one of the fastest cars on the track the entire night, gets a loose wheel with about 97 to go.
Yeah.
Or thinks he has a loose wheel. He goes to pit, and then the pit crew's like,
he?
it wasn't one.
I remember them going to look at it, and the pit crew's like, no. Did they ever figure out what that feeling was? He had a
He
feeling.
might have had a loose butt cheek. I mean, that would make you feel
Feeling wobbly in
weird
there.
going in there. I don't know. And then your man, my pick,
Oh, man.
Happy Harvick.
Oh, we want to talk about it.
Yeah. So
I didn't watch the rest of the race after this. I was just too mad.
So Newman is famously difficult to pass, even when he's going a lap down, even when he's going 3 laps down. And he made it difficult for Reddick. He's going to drive you. He's going to drive you hard. Well, there's a belief that maybe Reddick slammed on the brakes on purpose to wreck Newman, or just didn't give a shit that he was
Brake
there.
check.
Yeah. Or he may have heard, hey, Harvick's pitting, pit now, and he was trying to come from 4 lanes up on the top wall.
They kept saying that during the broadcast, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That he would be trying to come from all the way to the top to pit.
But either
That
way,
close.
the main story out of, in my opinion, the main story out of Darlington was
Harvick got robbed.
Harvick was coming. He was coming. He was fastest car on the track.
He was your pick.
He was my pick. He was reeling in the lead. He had Reddick. He was knocking like a second off every split second. Maybe not that fast, but close to that fast. Reeling him in, and then all of a sudden he goes to pit, gets caught up, and he gets penalized. A penalty that I don't know that I agree with, but it is what it is. What was it that Rodney Childers said?
Rodney Childers tweeted this response to questions on whether there would have been a penalty if they just drove through and did not stop. He said, correct, but in those 15 seconds, we didn't know if we made the light or not. So the safe bet was to pit. If you made the light, you would be the leader. But if you had driven through and then found out that we made the light, it would have been even more of a disaster. So it was a split second, 15 seconds apparently, that they had to try to figure it out, and they didn't get the information fast enough, and it ruined it.
You would hope you would know by, I don't know. You would hope you would know by the time you get down to your pit stop.
But they need to make it better. But he was also having very quick pit stops. I don't even think, like, they say 15 seconds, but I mean, his pit stops were like 9.1 seconds.
I feel like even if he does the drive-through, you're still losing spots because you are at pit road speed and the cars are going by you. I think he maybe at best gets out of the pit stop, or if he does the drive-through, he pulls out, blends back in probably around 12th.
Right.
So you've already lost a bunch of spots.
It's
not as bad as starting at the rear, I'll give you that.
But they still would have had to pit again.
You still have to pit again, yeah.
Yeah, so. When I was reading that, I was thinking, I would have just gone safe and just driven through. But they're right. If they had driven through and they did make the light, they still would have had to pit again and would have probably ended up near the end anyway. So.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of pit stops.
Yes.
I mentioned it in the intro. I'm going to try to post this video. I'm going to see if I can get this to work.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
Buescher's rear tire changer just gave 0 Fs about that damn fire.
Yeah.
It just, like, if I got it posted, look here. If not, look here. This flame just freaking swallows him, and he continues his job, and they get back out.
Those boys are tough.
He earned an attaboy and maybe even a freaking little bit of a
Give him
bonus.
a raise. Yeah, something.
Shoo-wee. Pig suey. Just kidding. All right, so I mentioned this on Facebook. Bowman's block on Suarez, where he came down, and then they go back up, and Bowman and Suarez wreck.
Right.
In the broadcast, Earnhardt Jr. was talking about, Dale Jr. was talking about, you could blame both drivers. I didn't see it that way.
Oh, yeah, you were mad about that.
I was like, this is Hendrick's bias. This is it. You're seeing this through Hendrick's eyes.
Yeah.
He cleared it up on the Dale Jr. download a little bit, saying what he meant was, all right, so he thought Bowman was going to angle out to make the turn.
Right.
And he was unaware, or he should have been aware, but was unaware. He said the wreck was going to be Bowman's fault, right? But he said Suarez being in the wreck was Suarez's fault, because what he meant was Suarez should have just spun Bowman out and wrecked him.
Yeah. When
he came back up, instead of trying to ride up and then gets collected in the wall.
But Suarez is nice. He would never do that. He's trying to race clean.
Well, that's what he meant. So I was against him. I still say it's Bowman's fault.
Yeah, it's Bowman's fault. I love Suarez though. So it's Bowman's.
But he said Suarez, it was avoidable for Suarez. I thought he meant like he could have lifted. That's not what he meant.
That's what
he
I
meant,
thought too.
He meant he could have just wrecked him and been done with it.
But Suarez isn't that kind of driver. Chastain would have just wrecked him.
Yeah.
And got him out the way.
I wanted to clear up his viewpoint if you didn't see the Dale Jr. download, because when he cleared it up, it made a little more sense. Although at the time when I'm watching the broadcast, not to mention it's him and Jeff Burton, whose son, Harrison Burton, was also caught up in the aftermath of that wreck.
Right.
So they were both, I don't know, but I felt like it wasn't Suarez's fault. And I feel like Justin Marks needs to probably have a freaking, what is that, a boomerang? We have a boomerang of an action here. Oh, Hendrick wants to freaking get on me? Guess what? Back at you.
Okay.
He needs to go to Hendrick and be like, hey, your guy, Bowman, needs to start driving my guy, Suarez, a little cleaner. Because this isn't the first time they've been bumping heads.
Mm-mm.
So maybe Hendricks needs to look in his own mirror and be like, hey, you know what? I came down on Chastain. Maybe I need to come down on Bowman. My own guy can do it. All right? Because it pissed me off the not that I'm a track house guy, but I don't think it's fair to bitch and moan when it happens to you and then set on your laurels when it happens to other drivers from your drivers.
Yeah, I never thought it was fair when Chastain got all the crap that he got last year in the first place, at the beginning of the year. But now it seems like everybody's doing the same moves that Chastain did before, and nobody's getting crap about it.
Well, also, Chastain gets in trouble, and now he drives. Yeah. I don't know. He hasn't been doing anything.
He hasn't been doing anything. So they got on to him so much that he slowed his roll, and now everybody else is taking advantage of doing it.
Yeah.
I feel like he needs to step back up and show him who started this.
He needs to smash a watermelon right across the top of Rick Hendrick's head.
I'm telling you.
Here's our top 10.
Okay.
In first, you have Kyle Larson. In second, Tyler Reddick. Third, Chris Buescher. Fourth, William Byron, your pick.
Yeah.
Fifth, Ross Chastain. We just said hasn't been doing good. He finished his top 5.
I didn't say he hasn't been doing good. I said he's not been driving as aggressively.
All right, 6th place, Keselowski. My pick. 7th place, Bubba Wallace, who I have advancing into the round of 12. 8th place, Chase Elliott. 9th place, Ryan Blaney. And 10th place, Eric Jones. Good run for the 43 crew.
Mm-hmm.
So now, did we have anyone too fast exiting?
You're going to do the graphics thing?
And we're trying to make it look
good.
right.
That's good. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky was too fast exiting. We also had some issues where Christopher Bell's jack dropped. That took him a lot longer than he expected, and Chastain slid through his pit, had to back up. Wallace also slid long to his pit and landed on his air hose. So there were some issues on pit road.
Dang. Let's go on to our Kansas preview.
Do it.
All right, the trucks will be racing Friday night, very late race, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And it will be the cutoff race to go into their round of 8. So we're going to need everybody out there in Too Fast Exiting Land to pull Matty D through. Get us through to the next round. Xfinity, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. And I think they still have 2 more races, counting this one, before their playoffs even start. So that's exciting. And then Cup, Sunday.
Sunday.
3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. It is the second race of the round of 16. And I'm excited for it. In the spring, Hamlin won on a last lap pass of Kyle Larson. So we could see some beating and banging there.
Probably.
What's the weather going to be like?
The weather's going to be great. Friday night is going to be clear and 75. Saturday, Sunday,
Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday is sunny at 82 degrees, and Sunday is going to be mostly cloudy, so they're going to have some cloud cover going on, maybe a cooler track at 83 degrees. So
Nice.
See how that cloud cover kind of changes the race on them.
You said sunny and 82 on Saturday. That's when the Cup cars
Yes.
will be qualifying. Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to go from sunny to... But the temperature's going to stay the same, but you know that cloud cover really changes the track temperature.
Yeah. And we're from the south, so 80s isn't too hot to me.
That's feeling nice.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Truck race is going to be in the 70s at night. Man.
75.
I love the weekends where we have a truck race on Friday, an Xfinity race on Saturday, and a Cup race on Sunday. My plate is full. And I could just sit back and enjoy some NASCAR and college football.
I was going to say.
And NFL.
And now you got football season back. So.
It's the most wonderful time.
Goodness.
My goodness gracious. I don't mean to. I do mean to.
What do you mean to?
I mean to invite all of y'all
Oh, gosh.
out to Bristol next week.
Oh, yeah.
We will be there
Gonna
with
be in
our
Bristol.
friends Dover, PP, and Mel, and I think Brandon and them are coming. The Berry man,
Wow.
the firefighter guys from Maryland, our buddies.
It better be.
Shelby might be there. Ooh, woo.
We
All right.
made so many friends.
If
First time at Bristol ever. No idea what we were doing, and we made tons of friends. Y'all got to go camping because that is how you get the real experience.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have tips and tricks on the whole camping setup. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do some lives up there and let y'all meet our friends. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some footage after we come back, so we'll have a whole. Make sure you like and subscribe because we're gonna have. After we get back, there'll probably be a couple of days where we post videos and stuff like that.
segments and stuff. Yeah.
Instead of our usual, we record on Thursday, post on Friday. Instead of that, we might have some other footage coming in from Bristol when we come back.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are at the track and you do see us, do not be shy to come up and say hey to us because we are outgoing people. Like she said, we didn't even know our friends that were from up there until we were there.
Yeah.
And now we're like lifelong friends. So Bristol is a good place to go if you've never been to a track to watch any NASCAR race. I highly suggest it. Talladega's fun if you're in the infield, but if you're in the stands for Talladega, you can't really see much.
Bristol, there's not like a bad seat in the house.
Yeah.
You can see the whole track and great bathrooms, which Talladega
Yes.
does not have, by the way.
Yeah.
The hills are a bit much, but they have trolleys going up and down the whole time. It's like home
Yeah.
at this point. We've gone so much.
And I'm not trying to trash Talladega at all. I love Talladega. I'm just saying, if you haven't been to Bristol, it was my bucket list. So we went up there, and it was just going to be a one-off thing. And then we've had so much fun and made so many friends that we meet up and camp out together
Yeah.
every year now.
The only way I'm going to Talladega again is if we camp out on the infield and get the whole experience.
With an RV.
Probably with an RV, yeah.
But this week when we're in Bristol, we're doing something different. We're doing the
What do we do?
car. We're gonna sleep in the car with a tent that goes around the back. So we'll give you some reviews on that too and let you know how it goes.
It's a brand new tent car thing, so we'll let you know if it's worth it or not.
We didn't feel like bringing our 15-man tent for her and I to sleep in there with our inflatable couch that we brought last time.
Yeah, it's too much. We did the bare essentials the first time. We did the luxury glamping the second time, and this time we're gonna try to meet in the middle a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it easier on ourselves, and we'll see. Be comfortable but easy. That's what we're going for this time.
Yeah, and our video next week may actually be posted on Thursday. We probably record it on Wednesday, and I'll get her to post it while we're driving to Bristol on Thursday. Because service there is not great.
No, that's the one thing I wish they would fix with Bristol is when you're in the camp areas, you're fine. But as soon as you get anywhere near the track, you have no service because there's so many people trying to use it. So hopefully they'll fix it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be better.
But
we'll see.
all the more reason to like and subscribe so you know when we post the video.
Yeah, we're going to show you the good, bad, ugly, hints, tips. You're going to get it all because we did not
Drinking
know
games.
anything the first time we did it. And so now we want to make sure y'all know something.
All right, moving on to our picks.
Oh.
Since for the first time in Too Fast Exiting history.
I'm already making a face at you because that is not true.
She did better than me.
That is not true. That is
So
Go back and watch the episodes. I did better than him at least once. Shush.
We'll see.
Long shot.
My long shot.
I get to go first. You just said it.
You beat me, so I go first.
Oh, right.
My long shot at plus 1,200. Daryl Bubba Wallace Jr.
Okay.
Plus 1,200. Bringing in the money for you if you need it.
Sure. My long shot, you're never going to guess who I picked.
Chastain.
It is the person that I absolutely refuse to pick because he always lets me down.
Oh my goodness, Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
Oh wow.
Plus 1,400.
Ooh.
I keep trying, but maybe he'll finish the race this time and not wreck.
All right. Well, you're gonna be surprised by my favorite.
But if I pick him, you probably shouldn't pick him because I have bad luck for Kyle Busch.
A guy I hate picking.
Mm.
I'm kidding. I don't hate picking him. He was my last win, I think.
Yeah, he was.
So
No, your second one. I think you got another one after that.
maybe.
Oh.
And it's not even big money. It's not even a high number. But he's my favorite to win this one. At plus 450.
Yeah.
Not much. Denny Hamlin is my favorite to win. this
Denny
week.
Hamlin.
That's right.
Yeah, you didn't even pick him that time, you said.
Yeah, I just said.
See, you really don't like to pick him. You're like, this guy's going to win, but I'm not picking him.
Yeah.
So now you're like, all right, I'll pick him.
I just feel icky picking Denny Hamlin.
Well, my winner, I'm thinking Truex Jr.
Ooh, we both picked guys out of the freaking Gibbs count.
Yeah.
Hey, I got
Plus 600.
Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is the only Chevy. We picked 3 Yodas and a Chevy. By the way, pay attention to the way Dale Jr. says Toyota this weekend. I don't know if she
How do you
catches
say
it, but Toyota.
Oh, that's it.
Toyota.
Toyota.
Toyota. No.
Toyota.
Anyway, like we said, we're going to be coming in hot this next week.
Yeah.
The video will be posted before you even know it. It's going to sneak up on you. And then the following week, after we get back from Bristol, you're just going to be inundated.
Whatever we got, we're just going
We're
to throw
going
out
to
there.
feed you. We're going to feed you footage. So be ready for it. You're going to see our faces a lot. Wait, you can't see me.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You can't see me.
John Cena.
All right, but you can see me, and if you see me at Bristol, say hey. Anyway, that's it for this week. I love y'all.
See you next week.